guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sonnet with Sonnet's Garden Blooms. I want to thank you guys for all stopping by. Now in today's video, I'm going to recap my weekend so you guys get to see my fun-filled weekend in Door County, Wisconsin. It might be something that you may want to check out as a little mini vacay yourself. It was just the most relaxing weekend, and I came back with just a ton of stuff I still had to do to prep for Antique Acres. So I'm going to show you a few little clips and then we'll go on with the rest of the video. On Saturday, we decided to do a Door County trolley tour, and this tour entailed going to a winery, a distillery, and a brewery. If you have the opportunity to do one of these, I would highly recommend it. So here's the start of our adventure. I ran into him and then I ran into her. We all started the day with some mimosas and we left the trolley here. You can see in Door County, there's still not a lot of greenery. We're still coming into spring and hopefully everything will start budding out. Now we pulled into the winery and here is door 44. This is a couple that opened up initially parallel 44, and this is their second winery that they're opening. It is definitely a must stop. We did a taste test here. So you walk in and they had just bottles and bottles of wine, and they brought us into the taste testing room, and you can see there is where they must make all their wine, and then they have barrels of it. And then we were able to taste test these 4 different wines. One was a little dry, and then there were 2 semi-dries, and then a red wine. And after that, after we were able to test these all out, we were then able to go in and do further testing. This was just such an amazing experience. We had an absolute blast taste testing and stopping at the winery. Then we went to the distillery, and this is Hatch Distillery, and we got to make our very own any type of like old fashioned or any type of custom drink, and I went with a bourbon old fashioned sour. If you're not from Wisconsin, you probably don't know what an old fashioned is. And then we stopped at One Barrel Brewing Company, and we all were able to taste test a different type of beer. Then to end the day, we were able to stop at this absolutely cute inn. It is called the English Inn, and it was the most delicious lunch. I would definitely recommend it if you are in the area. And here is a little clip of the sign, so you have that for reference. And here is the view from our condo. It is absolutely breathtaking. I honestly could not have asked for a better weekend, better friends. We just had an absolute blast, and that is exactly what I needed to just wind down and prep for Antique Acres. I hope you enjoyed the little tour of Door County. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of Door County, Wisconsin. If you ever have the opportunity to vacation up there, I would highly recommend it. It is so beautiful, and I'm sure it's even, well, I actually always run the Door County Fall 50, and that's where we start at the point of Door County and then run all the way down in the fall with the beautiful leaves. If you have the opportunity to vacation up there, I would definitely recommend it. Now, the rest of the video, I'm just going to show you some clips of what it is like to live in a day in the life of Sonnet. So Monday morning here, I woke up and I had to just start getting back into the swing of things. I'm also going to show you some clips of different things that I am working on and what I'm all trying to accomplish to get ready for Antique Acres. So I hope you enjoy. On Monday morning, I like to go into my creative network and do a little motivation. So I call it our Monday motivation. And this week I talk about what I want to accomplish, and I try to find out what my members want to accomplish as well. This week I have big dreams of accomplishing a ton of things for Antique Acres, guys. From there, I go and I actually need to fulfill all my orders from over the weekend. So I have to go in and I am going to start fulfilling the orders. I do want to thank everyone who has supported me, but this is going to take a while. There was quite a few orders that came through over the weekend. So I'm going to start with order 1 and go from there. So now that I have them all packaged up, I am going to head to the post office, but we need to swing by the Yield Goat prior to head into the post office. I just want to take inventory over there, and it was a busy weekend. A lot of paints sold over the weekend, so I'll be placing an order to restock all my paints here, and then after that, we head to the post office and we mail all those packages. So here's a little glimpse of our local post office. And I also have to show you that after I was done, I got stuck by a train and I did not have time for this. And it was a long train in downtown Appleton, but I made it through and then we headed to the local Menards. I realized that I had not been focusing on my barn quilts, and I definitely needed to get those taken care of. I've been doing a lot of painting of furniture, painting of different small items, thrifting for small items, and the barn quilts definitely take a while, and I wanted to at least have 20 of the 22 inches and 6 of the 33 inches. So I was kind of in shock though when I walked in and I saw that the price of lumber had gone up to $12.79 a board. This is kind of crazy because I used to get these boards for $5 a board. So I realized all lumber prices have gone up, but even the last time when I bought the boards, they were not this high. But I grabbed the lumber that I needed for what I wanted to accomplish and cut up today, and I headed on out to bring them home. So I went to Menards. We have the vehicle totally loaded, and I would have bought more lumber, but I was in total sticker shock. It is extremely windy out today. At least the sun is shining and is not raining, but we're gonna head home and we're gonna cut these boards and get them painted. Look what showed up at my doorstep, the new IOD products that are going to be coming out. I'm super excited. I cannot wait till the IOD sisters do the big reveal. I'm sure you're gonna all love them. So here's the lumber all loaded. I'm at home. I'm going to cut these boards up, and I start off painting half of them this charcoal gray. It's not black. It's just like a charcoaly gray that I absolutely love. I do that for half of them, and then I'm going to do a white for the other half. So here is one of the projects that I'll be working on today as well, or this week. I'm going to paint it and recover it. I found it at the local Goodwill for $5.99. It is very sturdy and I absolutely love the detail on the legs. I think it's going to be great in one of the vignettes. So I pulled this out too because I want to paint it. Now I'm kind of stuck. So maybe you guys can tell me what you think. If you remember, I picked it up on one of my hauls a while ago. I definitely want to get it done and put at Antique Acres. I paid $9.99 for it. I want to paint it. I was thinking mint chip by DIY, but I am kind of thinking also old school, which is like the gray color, the charcoal gray. So what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. The other project that I'm going to try to tackle this week are these two pedestal legs. And I actually picked these out of the garbage. They were on a beautiful table, but unfortunately the tabletop was completely ruined. So I took the legs off. I found this round, and I'm going to put a round on each of the tops. That board that's across there, I am going to cut it down a hair. I think it sticks out too far, but I think my vision for these is that they will be a set of end tables, and I also have some chairs that I'm going to put with them or display with them at Antique Acres, but the tabletops I'm going to do a paint inlay. So here are the chairs that I want to put with those end tables in the display. I actually have 6 of them, so I am going to paint. I have this painted already, Bohemian Blue. I want to do a painting technique to these. I don't know if I'm going to exactly have enough time to do all 6 chairs. I might just leave them Bohemian Blue, like to dress them up a bit. I still am debating on that because of all the rain coming. I'm not going to be able to get out there to do that. In one of my recent haul videos, I did show you this table. I had exchanged or negotiated with another vendor, gave her a barn quilt, got this table. I sturdied it up. Actually, the legs completely fell off of it, so I glued the legs back on. And if you see underneath, once I painted it, I wiped it all down, I scrubbed it, but there must be still something on there. So now I'm going to sand it really well, and we're going to see if we can distress it enough to prevent from seeing that. So because of that mark, I'm really going to sand the heck out of this. I'm going to distress the legs, the top, everything. Just make it really look worn and old. And I just go to town and just start sanding the heck out of this. I really do like the way it turns out. I want to add different distress marks on top, on the bottom. And here is what it finally looks like. I am going to wipe it all down really well, and I'm going to go back and add a top coat to the piece once I get it in. I'm hoping that spot down there, you won't be able to see it, but we'll see how it finally turns out. Here's a project that I finished last week, and if you remembered from one of my recent hauls, I picked this out of the garbage. I painted it Bohemian Blue. The actual rollers I painted black, and then I used the transfer from IOD called Wander, and I love how this turned out. The actual original color was like a different lighter blue, and so when I painted it, I really painted it like kind of haphazard, so some of that light blue would come through, but I'm absolutely loving how it turned out, and I cannot wait to put it into one of my vignettes at Antique Acres. So you can see there has been a lot going on today. If you've made it through the video, I wanted to show you my fun weekend and then some of the projects and like some of my things that I have to accomplish this week. So I love showing you guys flips and hauls. But sometimes I just like to show you like the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there is a lot going on right now, and my head is seriously spinning. I am trying to juggle a lot of things, and I have a vision of how I want that booth to look for Antique Acres. So you guys are just going to have to bear with me for a couple more weeks and see. All my projects will be, definitely focused on items that are going in that booth. I'm going to bring you along for Antique Acres. But if you haven't been to my channel before, what you can find is DIYs, thrift hauls, thrift flips, really like today, a day in the life of my small business. And today was chaotic. I just had a lot, I'm pulling a lot of things out. I had to get a lot done because in the next few days, I'm wearing a tank top today, but it is very warm, but the next few days are going to be rain. And I'm like, no, I can't paint or do stuff when it's raining. So, but if this is the channel that you do like, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. That way every Monday and Friday when I do release a video, you'll be notified. And if you like today's video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and tell me what you guys thought of the video. I know it's a little different than what I normally do, but again, I just wanted to give you more of a glimpse of my life and, you know, some of the fun things, and then some of the nitty gritty, you know, what is going on for Antique Acres. All right, well, you guys all take care, have a great week, and we'll see you Friday. Bye.